So right after college, I moved to DC because I thought that I was going to do that.
Do the international development stuff.
Yes.
Okay. Did you go there with a job or just like hoping to find it?
Well, yeah, I had a job at a think tank. I interned there, and then they offered me a job.
You spent a summer interning there or something?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Like right after graduation. But I didn't last very long. I think just as it was starting to turn cold, I left DC. But while I was there, I joined. So I auditioned for a team at the DC Improv. I started taking improv classes.
Oh yeah, the DC Improv teaches improv classes.
Yes, they do.
Interesting.
And
it's a decent improv scene in DC.
Is it?
I think so. Didn't it do you know Johnny Meeks from UCLA? Yeah. Didn't he do it there for a while?
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I've never talked to him about it, but
you should.
Yeah.
And then now they got like the Unified Scene Theater and stuff, I believe.
Yeah, I sort of lost touch with the DC improv people, but they were like really encouraging because I was doing improv and that was like my favorite thing about my life there.
Yeah.
And they were all like, why did you move from LA to DC to do improv? Because we're all saving up money to move to LA.
Yeah.
This is crazy that you're here. And I was like, yeah, I honestly don't know what I'm doing here. And sort of simultaneously, I had friends in LA who were like just getting started with their, they were like working on some writing stuff.
Right.
And I was like, that's really what I want to do. And it just took a long time for me to like really admit to myself that I wanted that.
Well, it's tough.
Yeah.
As you said, you didn't know it was a thing. I mean, I come from the Midwest. I'd never even thought about it.
Yeah, and it just doesn't seem realistic. I mean, it honestly isn't realistic. Like, it's crazy.
It's tough.
Yeah, and it's really hard to make it. And I think you also have to deal with the potential of failure.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And that's really hard to say, oh, I'm going to try to do this thing that might not work out. And it's going to be embarrassing if it doesn't work out. But honestly, it's not because no one cares.
You win for it.
You care more than everyone else cares.
You'd rather fail than resent never trying, I think.
For sure. Yeah, and I did have that vision of like myself at 40. Like, what if I, will I regret not having pursued this? And I totally would have. So I'm glad that I followed that.
So how long were you in DC for?
You made
it sound like it was 6 months.
It was about 6 months. Yeah. No, it was like just as the leaves were starting to turn, and I was out of there.
Were you working like long ass days?
No, it was like
just an 8-hour
9
shift?
to 5.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was such a weird, like, think tanks are not really real things. I mean, some of them are.
Wait. They're not real things?
No, I mean...
Like professional wressling isn't real?
Well, yeah.
It's all smoke and mirrors, or are you saying
bit. It's like a little bit of they're kind of creating work for themselves,
right?
And I think that's what a lot of industries do. Like, they're not necessarily...
What are you saying right now?
I don't know. I'm just saying that, like, the whole point of them is to like do policy analysis, but it's just like the whole system there just kind of like perpetuates itself. So
of course, yeah.
And I mean, that's true about Hollywood too, but
no, I see what you're saying.
Where it's like you're reacting to things that is being done by Congress, and then Congress is like using those policy recommendations to like create other things. So, but it's just everyone's sort of making work for themselves to create, to have more money.
It's awful. It's awful. Yeah. So you came right back to LA, or did you go to New York?
No, I came right back to LA.